Hey, welcome back to second chapter. Look what I found. Gambler Jack Volume 2. It was inside of the casino over here at Laventar. Really didn't have to do anything to get it. Essentially, you just buy tokens there and then you can exchange it for it. I also got a fishing rod that I didn't have before. Where am I going? I don't want to leave just yet. I want to check the board. Yeah, they're new ones, alright. Okay, so we already are doing the tower photo, but we have these three now. So, Sunday School Lecturer. Client, the Bracer Guild, pay 3,000 Mira. A Dangerous Monster. No, wait, this is the wrong thing. There we go. Sunday School Lecturer, from Sister Frida. We request a kind bracer to come serve as a Sunday School Lecturer. You'll be asked to explain to the children about the duties and missions of a bracer. Persons with time, please come urgently to the Ruan Chapel. Sister Frida will explain the details of the job. Crone Trail Monster, from the Bracer Guild. A dangerous monster, Happelsag, has been sighted along the Crone Trail. Bracers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. Monster has a poisonous tail. Respond to monster with anti-venom gear. And the Aryan Causeway Monster. A dangerous monster, Ash Saber, has been sighted on the Aryan Causeway. Bracers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond to this threat immediately. Blah 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 blah. No, wait, what was that last line? What about physical combat? Okay, resistant to arts. That's fine. I will whack it with my stick. Now we need to go over to the hotel because we still don't have the stuff required to actually take the photographs at the tower. I think I have to get like a camera from these people. Oh, that's right. It's Norman talking to Niall, isn't it? Let me hit up this guy. No. Maybe I should look in my notebook to find out where I was supposed to go. 101. Well, it's not like these things are labeled perfectly or anything. I take that to mean downstairs. It's the only other place it could possibly be. Oh, well, I guess it could be ground floor. Is it you? It is you. We saw this guy on one of the airships, didn't we? Excuse me, can we have a moment? Yeah, Santos, we did see him. Sure, what's going on? You wouldn't happen to be Santos, would you? We saw your request on the board. Oh, you're bracers. Phew, finally. I was getting worried. If you're free, I'd like to get right down to business. How about it? Yeah, sure, why not? Yep, we're good to go. So what's the job? Okay, here's what I need. I want you to take a photograph of something in Saffle Tower. And that something is specifically on the roof of the tower. Saffle Tower, The same one off the Aryan Causeway, right? Bingo, figured you'd know about it. What do you want a photo of the tower for? Is it for an editorial, maybe? No, not at all. I was dispatched by the History Museum in the capital. This task is for research purposes. Ah, so it's an academic investigation. Bingo again. I'll admit, this isn't exactly your run-of-the-mill research, though. Run-of-the-mill? Let's save that for later. First, I'd like to hear the details of the job. Oops, sorry, got a bit sidetracked. How much have I said so far? You want us to climb to the top of the tower and photograph something. We just need to know what that something is. Okay, so there's these mysterious objects on the roof of the towers. We know they're ancient artifacts of some kind, but outside of that, we've got nothing. Without much else to go on, the only thing we researchers can conclude is that they're devices of some kind. Actually, I might have an idea of what you're talking about. They look like weird pedestals, right? Oh, you know about them? Bingo, bingo, bingo! They look exactly like pedestals. Oh, cool. Then yeah, I've seen them around before. I don't think they work anymore, though. Actually, about that might not entirely be true. Huh? The device on Saffle Tower has reportedly been activated. What? It's actually working? The museum's received a report about that from a very reliable source. I doubt they were mistaken. I see. So that's why you're in such a hurry. Exactly. Anyway, we need to record the current state of the device. Talk about spooky. Yeah, probably a good idea to look into it. Is the device dangerous? We don't suspect it poses any danger for now, but you never know. We can't say for sure. Anything could happen, so be very careful. Of course, I've got no intentions of letting my guard down. Just to double check, you only need a photograph of the device in question, right? Yep, please bring the photograph straight to me. I'm going to lend you a camera too, but I'll need you to return it once you get back. Alright, I'm counting on you. Orbital camera, it's one of those use items. This is pretty clunky. Sure is. It's a top-class model used for archive photographs after all. Huh, so it's a good camera? Yes, indeedy. She's a very honest, good girl. Good girl? Oh, by the way, I've already set the photo quartz. All you need to do is snap the shutter. Yeah, got it. Okay, one more time. I need to go to the top of Saffle Tower, take a picture of the device on the roof, then return here with the photo and return the camera. That about the size of it? Perfect. And one more thing. No need for fancy or tricky angles. A simple composition for the photo is best. This is for research purposes only, so just try and get the most head-on shot that you can. Okay, keep it simple. No problem. Can't wait to see the photo. Stay safe up there. Okay, Santos. We'll get your stupid photo. Alright, let's head out to the south side of town. Because that's where the tower is, right? It's on the way to Erletten. Oh, damn it, I forgot to build Ollie's Orbment. I knew there was something I forgot to do. This is gonna happen with every, like, permanent new party member, isn't it? I'm just gonna forget. Well, what I can do is put his weapon and stuff on. I got 2. There you go. Take this Gaia suit and Spiegel shoes. Long barrel 3, that increases his range. Yes, I would like that. Crimson Eye might be good. Ollie has a decent orbment, doesn't he? I feel like he does. Oh yeah, he's got the best orbment. It's just one big line. I love you, Ollie. I will deal with that shit later. He's gonna be doing all kinds of cool stuff for me. Now, to the tower. For real this time, I came here mistakenly once. Okay, thankfully getting through the tower is going to be very fast without me having to fight anything. Otherwise it would be super arduous. This would be your chance to, like, grind up, though. Just by doing this quest. That's why this guy hired us. Oh, there's a chest over there. That normal people can't just climb towers. Not towers full of monsters, anyway. I'm just gonna get to the top. I'm not gonna worry about the items. If this was the first playthrough, I'd be killing myself trying to find every item in here. Speaking of... oh man, getting turned around here. Speaking of normal people not being able to climb towers, remember that time we found Weissman just in the tower by himself by pure coincidence? I shouldn't... okay. I was about to say, I shouldn't have done that. That could be a monster chest. I need to not open red chests errantly just because they're in front of me. This is the top? Hell yeah. Whoa! Remember those? It really is active. I see, just as we heard. Ah, but it is possessed of such a mythic light. I can feel the wisdom of the ancients washing over me. Yeah, it's so pretty. How are you two not the least bit freaked out about this? Oh, whatever. Let's get the picture taken and get out of here. A good idea. It would be best to not remain longer than necessary. Let's see, where should I take it from? To take a picture, use the orbital camera. Move to where you wish to take a picture from, then select the orbital camera from the Items tab in the camp menu. I should create a save file. So it does matter where you take it. I want to say the best spot is like over here somewhere. And I mean, I guess we'll know from... Nope, wrong thing. We'll know based on what the like dialogue is. I wonder if this is a bit too far. Okay, cool. Thank you, Estelle, for letting me know that I'm an idiot. How about here? Look for another place. Okay, I guess that is the sweet spot. She just doesn't sound too confident in herself. Take the picture here. Alright, I've made up my mind. I'll take it. Good luck, Estelle. Huh? Are you giving up? Something wrong? Not really. I just realized I don't need to take the picture. It may just be coincidence, but we do have a pro of sorts anyway with us. Ah, that's true. Do you mind? If I ask Dorothy, I mean. Not at all. If you're not feeling confident, go ahead and ask. So, Dorothy, would you mind taking the picture? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll give it my all and stuff. Thanks. Here's the camera. You gave the orbital camera to Dorothy. Okay, here we go. Ah, it's got a scary face. Well, say cheese. Thanks for waiting. I got some really angry, sullen, manly pictures. I see. Good job, Dorothy. Hey, you got the camera back. Thanks. Looks like we're done then. Let's return to town then. There's little point in remaining here. We're going back already? Well, yes, that was the plan. Is there a problem? Not really a problem, I guess. It's just... we came all this way, so heading straight back would be a waste, don't you think? Someone's got a bit dungeon diving itch in her new jacket, I think. I'll keep an eye on you if you want to explore the tower, Estelle. Go dungeon diving. Yeah, I do kind of want to explore it. I mean, there's a lot of pretty strong monsters in there, right? It'll be good practice. Well, I suppose the inhabitants would make for a nice little workout. Let's look around a bit, and then get back as soon as we can. Let us away then. Yeah. Actually, I don't give a damn about fighting the monsters. I just wanted to stay up here because I assumed if I picked the other thing, I would get teleported to the bottom automatically, which is cool. It's a nice feature. But I wanted to stay up here so we can check this thing out a little bit more, because we really didn't get a good look at it. Anyway, so this thing is different than we saw in first chapter, obviously. That's the whole point of this mission, is to come up here and be like, whoa, what's going on? This wasn't like this before. And I wonder if it has anything to do with the quote-unquote change in Liberl ever since the end of first chapter, when we beat the final boss, and the shafts that were in the like final boss arena went into the ground, and all that stuff happened. Maybe they're related somehow. Maybe there's some kind of grander JRPG force in the shadows working on things and whatnot. Gotta love it. Alright, now I need to get the hell out of here. Yay, I did it. Ah, come on. Getting sucked back inside when I don't want to be there. Alright, let me look at the other quests. So we took care of that. We got the Sunday School Lecture, Crone Trail Monster, and Aryan Causeway Monster. So I think the monster we gotta kill is like actually somewhere really close to here. It's not you. You're just an ostrich guy. I like you, ostrich guy. I want to say it's like nestled somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Exterminate. It's kind of very similar to the one we already fought. Protect all NPCs. If an NPC's HP reaches 0, the game is over. I kind of forgot about that element before I engaged in this fight. Whoops. Are these the ones that are resistant to arts? I don't remember. It's not going to be a problem when I hit them with Hurricane, though. Let's see here. Let's just go with the one on the left. Oh, that's right. They're going to do the buffs. So this guy right here's got a lot going on for him. But he can't even do damage. I'll whack you with my stick. Exterminated the monsters. Cool. And that's another one taken care of. Prone Trail is that place that leads to bows or out of bows. So that's a long ways away. I guess we should go do... Well, let's go talk to Santos and we'll give him his camera back. And then we'll probably do the Sunday school one since it's right there in Ruan. And I already have all the answers prepared for the Sunday school BS. Did we do something like that in first chapter? I'm not sure. We might have. This is kind of like a Trails tradition. They like to shove this type of side quest into all the arcs. So it might not be every game, it might be every arc. Hey guys, welcome back. Did you take the photo? Sure did. But first, let me return your camera. The orbital camera, returned. Thanks. And now, it's off we go. What? Where are we going? The orbital factory, of course. We've got to develop the photo quartz if we want to see the picture. True. I'm right behind you. Phew, all done here. Yeah, thanks. Now then, how'd the photo turn out? Huh, well this is a shock. It's good enough to look like it came from a pro. Actually, it's better than most professional work. Wow. Is it that well done? Here, take a look. It does look nice. Whoa, this is really nice. Yeah, you really matched the focus on the panorama mode, which is really difficult. Man, the way it captures the light is just perfect. You can tell just by looking at this that this device has a long history. Of course, a photo this good is plenty for research purposes, but it almost feels like a waste to use it for that. Oh, really? Pretty complex, huh? It's incredible. Well, then this completes the job. Right. Thank you all so much for all you've done. Climbing all the way up that tower must have been exhausting. Well, it was kind of rough, but it's all part of the job. Don't worry about it. Thanks. Hearing you say that makes me feel better. Oh, right. It's not much, but please, take this. Moon glasses. It's a piece of equipment I picked up with research funds for this expedition. I'm sure it'll be useful to you if you have to venture into dangerous places. Thanks. Since you're offering, we'll accept. Thank you. I'm sure it'll be useful. No, it's not all that much. Anyway, if you'll pardon me. Thanks again for your work. Good luck with your investigation. I'm kind of curious too, honestly. It's going to be quite the piece of homework, certainly. Well, I will do my best to live up to your expectations. Well, see you guys later. Yeah, later. We did it! That photo would not have turned out nearly as well without Dorothy. I don't know what it would look like without her. Alright, Crone Trail and Sunday School. Let's go do the Sunday School thing. Whoops, that's super the wrong way. It's up. There we go. I don't even know if we came into the chapel the first time. Just wanted to talk to that guy. Get that out of the way. I feel like there's a quest that I haven't seen yet that I remember happening in Ruan, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's later. I don't know. Oh my. Are you here because you saw my request? Yes, ma'am. Sure did. It's pretty urgent, right? Yes. Today I'd like to ask you to act as a guest teacher at Sunday school. How about it? Are you available? Yeah, I can do it. I'm not super confident, but I'll give it my best shot. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I had asked a bracer named Karna to be the guest lecturer, but she suddenly had to leave on guild business. It put the church in a fix, and I was very disheartened. I see. So that's why it's so sudden. So what should I do? First, come into the side room. I'll explain what I'd like for the class there. I see. Okay, yeah, I think I get the gist. Start with an explanation of the guild, move on to an overview of a bracer's job, and then last but not least, answer the kids' questions correctly, right? Yes, that will be plenty. If you'll excuse me, I'll be going back to class. I'll call you momentarily, so please wait here until then. Still, truly, the world is a strange place. Oh, for once we agree. I was just thinking that myself. Huh? What's up? Is there something on my face? No, but not even I could have predicted this. To think the day would come when Estelle would take the altar. Sure is a big surprise, isn't it? It just means that a certain girl famous for skipping Sunday school has grown up well, I guess. Oh, Estelle, your mentor is so proud. Well, that sure is nice to say, I think. True, I'm not super confident, but I should be fine teaching some kids. I hope so, but, well, I'll be relaxing until it's over. What are you gonna do, Olivier? While I have little to offer, you have my full attention and support. The class should be well visible from the second floor here, so I'd like to watch from there. Oh, nice idea. I should take tons of pictures. Please don't screw anything up, you two. Now then, everyone, we're going to have a guest teacher for the remainder of class. They've taken time out of their busy schedule to come speak to us, so don't be rude, okay? Okay. Alright, come on out. Miss, who are you? I was just about to introduce myself. Give me a sec. Alright, well, hello. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm still pretty new to the job, but I'm what we call a bracer. What? You're a bracer? No way, that's so cool. How old are you, miss? Now, we'll have time for questions after. First, let's have our guests review what we've already gone over. If you wouldn't mind, Miss Estelle? Ahem. Okay, is everyone ready? Let's go over today's class real quick. Class begin! All bracer activities. Choose the correct answer and guide this special class to success. First, let's talk about my job as a bracer. So, a bracer is a specialist at investigation and combat, and our main duty as bracers is protection of the peace and citizenry of local regions. The protection of the peace and citizenry of local regions. We don't just slay monsters and prevent crimes either. Bracers protect goods in transit and even look for lost items. We help in a variety of ways. Alright, that was perfect. Bracers are broadly divided into two groups, senior bracers and junior bracers. Of those, junior bracers are what you might call trainees, and by successfully completing missions and training hard, they eventually earn a promotion and become full bracers. But even once you become a full bracer, you're further divided up into different classes. We call these ranks, and each rank is assigned in accordance to your experience and success. There are 7 ranks, from G to A. These are the only formal ranks, and when a bracer is close to being promoted, a plus is added to said rank. Furthermore, there's also an S rank, but it's kind of an unofficial honorary rank, given to persons who have performed exceptional deeds. So publicly, A rank bracers are the highest bracers in the guild. Yes, I'm killing this! Alright, let's talk about the organization that manages bracers, the Bracers Guild. I think you learned this in class, but the guild operates not just in the Liberal Kingdom, but all over. This global organization has established about the same time as the Orbital Revolution, which was roughly 50 years ago. Orbital technology and the guild are deeply connected. Even now we receive financial support from foundations related to orbit technology. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Man, I'm good. So next, we'll talk about the guild's relationship with foreign countries. At the moment, the guild has branches across the entire continent, but the reason the guild has been able to expand to this level is because it is a non-governmental organization with no ties to a specific nation. But even within its practical activities, the guild has a lot to think about. For example, they have to keep promises to prevent them from ending up opposed to nations. The most famous promise related to that is the agreement of non-interference with state powers. In other words, no sticking our noses into state affairs or systems. Problems within national boundaries are ultimately something for that country's people to think about. Commenting on or interfering with this kind of thing is against international rules. Yes, I nailed it! The guild uses a lot of methods like this to separate its duties from a nation's. Of course, not everything is always solved so simply according to the code, so sometimes in emergencies, you can end up in situations that are contradictory to the code. But in times like that, bracers are asked to put one basic principle above all else. In other words, we bracers in all situations should prioritize the safety of civilians. If you think about this first and foremost, then you'll naturally be guided to the correct action. Well, sometimes when you try taking action, you'll end up with a whole bunch of other problems, but overcoming stuff like that is part of the job too. Yeah, that's a good summary. And that pretty much sums it up. How was it? Did everyone understand? That ends the first half of class. Yep, she's working hard. Just when did that girl actually sit down and study all this? I'm impressed. Alright, it's the time you've all been waiting for. If you've got anything you want to ask our guest, go ahead and raise your hand. Please, Mrs. Stell, carry on. Sure thing, leave it to me. Who's ready to get their questions answered? Q&A time. Any question goes. Select the correct answer and overcome any risky or questionable questions. Oh, pick me. Wow, you sure got a lot of energy. What's your question? When can you become a bracer? What age can you become a bracer? Well, to become a bracer, you first need to become a junior bracer. You can become one if you pass the test, but to take the test, you're required to be 16 or older. Of course, even if you pass the exam, you don't instantly become one. For a while, you'll receive training under the guidance of an older bracer. Once you've gained enough experience there, you finally become a junior bracer. Perfect answer. Okay, so you gotta be 16. Okay, got it. Thanks, miss. Excuse me, teacher, may I ask a question? Fire away. Do you gotta beat up monsters no matter what? Some of them are really cute. That's a good question. How to respond to monsters is tough. But in general, we prioritize the client's intent. There's no absolute right answer when dealing with monsters. It really depends on the situation. So if the client doesn't demand their extermination, we may sometimes let them go. It was kind of a tricky question, but looks like I was able to answer perfectly. Phew. Oh, Okay. May I ask a question too? Sure, go for it. There was a case a while back where the Sky Bandits attacked an airliner. Was it the Royal Army who arrested the Sky Bandits then? Or was it bracers? You mean the disappearance of the Lind? The ones who finally arrested the Sky Bandits were the Royal Army forces. In the final entry mission, the bracers and Royal Army worked together using a pincer move to corner them. When the Sky Bandits tried to flee, the Royal Army caught and arrested them. In other words, the bracers and the Royal Army cooperated to flush them out. Alright, no problems here. Okay, so the Royal Army and the bracers worked together? That's so cool. Can I ask something? Sure, go ahead. I'm actually studying for entrance exams and just forgot this, but which of the 3 principles in the code is the protective duty to civilians? How the heck am I supposed to remember something like that? Wait a second. The protective duty to civilians principle? That is Guild Code Principle 2, I think. Oh yeah, I knew that. Sorry. No, it's fine. I managed to survive that one. So no more questions? Okay, I've got a question then. Go ahead. So it doesn't have much to do with class, but when the mayor was arrested, the Queen's airship came, right? How big was the airship? I knew there'd be one. There's always one with some weirdo question that has nothing to do with anything. By the Queen's ship, do you mean the Arcel? Yeah, that. It looked real big, but I wonder how big it really was. The Arcel size? I think I've read about that in a book before. I think it had an overall length of 42 arch, if I remember right. That might not be exactly precise, but should be close. Wow, that's huge! Thanks, Miss Estelle. Those last 2 questions are bullshit. That last one's really unfair to the player, but what are you gonna do? Any more questions, children? If not, I believe that's all for our guest speaker today. Everyone say thank you to Miss Estelle. Thank you. Bye, kids. Seriously, how's the player supposed to remember the size of the Arcel? It's maybe mentioned once somewhere. Thank you for your time. I know you're quite busy. The children were overjoyed. That was a wonderful lecture. Thanks. I was pretty nervous before I did it, but if they had fun, then it was worth it. I do apologize for cutting things short, but I have more classes, if you'll pardon me. Should the chance come again, I would love to have you back for another talk. Sure thing. Seems you managed just fine. Phew, somehow. No need to be so humble. I witnessed your performance. You were a fantastic teacher. Aw, come on, really? Still, it made me think about just how much I don't know. Every time they asked for details, I started panicking. Well, just make sure to work hard from now on. No one's going to trust a bracer who doesn't even know the code. Yeah, I'll keep working at it, I promise. We nailed it, though. Alright, so are we down to 1? Yeah, the Crone Trail monster. Alright, that's a long ways away. Give me a second here. I'll take a little sippy sip because voicing Estelle for that long really takes it out of me. Ah, that was a very long and refreshing drink of water. So we're all the way over at the Crone Trail, and our target monster should be somewhere around here. The entire path is probably not available to us. Yeah, there's no way we can get past the checkpoint that leads into Bose. So things are pretty linear over here, so there's no way I'm gonna miss it. There it is. This must be the poison one. Look at him. Let's cast an art. I assume this is the poison one. I don't think this is the one resistant to arts. Let's go with dark matter. Oh no, that's a single. Oh, this thing is a slow cast, alright. Let's look at some of the crazy stuff I have on Shara. Oh, Ragna Blast is a line attack. It is like the best wind art, though. Alright, we'll use it. We'll use it on the right one. You really did not come with much, Ollie. Frickin' Kevin came up with more than you did. That did a whole lot of damage. Holy shit. See what it looks like. It's pretty cool. Okay, they are resistant to arts. I'm an idiot. Ah, you got poisoned even though you didn't take damage. Gonna do the thing? Yeah! We saw Dorothy do that in the first chapter, right? She has the ability to blind enemies. That was cool. Statuses automatically recover, right? Yeah, I think they do. I've been playing a lot of different RPGs lately. I think I was playing... What was it? I think it's P2. Where statuses freaking carry outside of battles and you have to cure everyone when they get poisoned. Super annoying. Alright, let's get some more footage. And we'll be back in Rouen over at the Bracer Guild because we got a lot of things to report. Alright, John, take my report. Oh man, that sound effect is so satisfying. First chapter and second chapter are the only games with it too, so it's been a long time since I've heard it. Good work! Seems you safely achieved your goal. If you have any jobs completed, come by and report them. Can you even rank up from that? It's like 1,000,000 jobs. Come on. Alright, gotta make sure that there are no hidden jobs right now. I feel like there's one more. Maybe I'm misremembering how long this chapter is, but I feel like there's one I remember that we haven't done yet. So give me a second here. Alright, I figured it out. Well, I figured out what all the quests in the chapter are. I didn't quite find the one I was thinking of, though. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I don't know when it comes into play. It must be in a later chapter. Alright, we are on the road to Genis, because we're back on the main quest. We've pretty much done all the side stuff for the chapter. There are a couple more that'll come a bit later. This game loves to, I don't remember if first chapter did this. I don't think it did. But second chapter loves to add, like, post-chapter quests. So, like, after you've already dealt with, like, the main thing and the chapter's technically, like, essentially over, all of a sudden they will, like, shove a couple more quests in there for you to do at the last second before you leave town. So we'll have to do those once we're done with our investigation into the White Shadow. Genis Royal Academy. It's been a while. Ah, so this is the Royal Academy. Full of budding flowers, trembling with potential, dewed with passionate moisture of sweat and youthful tears. Ah, a lovely place. Oh wow! I see like 10 pictures I want to take already. I'm gonna go through so much film. You've completely forgotten why we're here, haven't you? Remember, we're here to investigate the ghost issue. This kind of makes me all nostalgic, though. I mean, we were only here a week, but that just means you cherish the time you spent with your friends. I believe you acted together in a play during their school festival, right? Oh, I heard about that from Niall. Estelle was a knight and Joshua was a princess, right? Oh, I wish I could have gotten some pictures. Wait, what? Is this true? Oh, what a tragedy. That I should miss Joshua at his most graceful and alluring. We simply must find him and have him wear such splendor again. And all my memories are ruined forever. Changing gears, though, Matron Theresa said the test period would be over soon. I wonder if we're here a little early, though. Aw, yeah. Yeah. Gasp and seek. Scree! I have no idea what you're saying, but you're welcoming me, right? How have you been, Seek? Scree! Estelle? Oh. Chloe. Been a while, huh? It has. Whoa, what's wrong, Chloe? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You've suffered so much and I can't do anything. I can't do anything to help my friends. I'm such a wretch. Hey, don't say that. I'm glad you care so much. I'm sure Joshua would feel the same way. I'm just happy to see you again. Me too. Thank Adios we were able to meet again. Good grief, you two are dramatic even off the stage. Hey Estelle, think we saw each other last at the birthday celebrations, right? Hi Jill, yeah, that's about right. And Hans, hello. Hi Estelle, everyone. I'd love to chat, but I think we need to put that aside for a minute. You guys are here on Bracer business, right? The Dean wants to see you. I'll show you the way. Yes, I see. So, you suspect this white shadow is originating from the Academy grounds? Yes, sir. It seems like it is. The Guild would like permission to investigate the Academy grounds, sir. May we have permission to check the campus thoroughly and interview the students? Certainly. Given the circumstances, I would ask you to investigate in truth. Well, I've little idea what this white shadow could be. If it is affecting the election, we cannot simply sit idle and let it be. Thanks, sir. So, you mentioned not knowing what the white shadow might be. Alas, no. No one's reported anything of the sort to me. Jill, has anyone come to the student council about such a thing? No, not a peep. It was exam crunch time, though. Nobody really had time to come say so much as hi to us anyway. I see. That would make sense. Huh? I think I'm lost. Here at the Royal Academy, there are periodic exams which determine if you proceed to the next grade. Even if the students saw something, they might choose to just ignore it and focus on studying. I have to admit, I'd probably be one of them. I know I'd rather get one more formula in my head than focus on something that might just be my sleep-deprived mind playing tricks on me. Oh, are the exams really that intense? Wow, they work you students to the bone. But as of today, the exams are done, sweet mercy of Adios, and people are going to be a lot more relaxed. If people were going to start talking about ghost stories, today's the day for it. There is a converse to this. If rumors spread too far, it will be hard to divine the truth. If we wish to hear the stories from witnesses themselves, we must act today. Well then, you may begin your investigation immediately. Jill, Hans, Chloe, I expect you to give them your full support. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. So, first off, if we're investigating something, we need a headquarters. Someone might come to the student council with information, so you can use our meeting room. That'll be perfect. Let's go. Okay, let's divide up the jobs. Sherazard and I will go question the teachers. They should be in the staff room right now. After that, we'll hunt down the rest of the staff and interrogate them too. Leave it to us. It shouldn't take long. Hans will check the records in the reference room and see if anything like this has happened around here before. Understood. Estelle and Chloe will be in charge of interviewing students. Okay. We'll do our best. Dorothy, Olivier, you two investigate the grounds as you see fit. I'll trust your artist's intuition to find something. Leave it to me. I'll do my best. Okay, so everyone, try and finish up your investigation by nightfall and return here. Alright, fall out. She really is good at this, huh? I noticed it during the school festival, too. She can be pretty silly at times, but I guess she leads the student council for a reason. Well, she does want to become a politician, kind of like Maybelle of Bose. She was really frustrated when the election began. She kept going on about how she could have been a candidate if she were 10 years older. Oh, well, I guess she could, yeah. Oh yeah, I was wondering, how much did Jill and Hans know about you, Chloe? I know you mentioned once they nicknamed you. Yes, they did. They essentially know everything. They saw through my disguise about halfway into my first year here. Aside from them, only the dean knows my true identity. That makes sense, I guess. They do seem pretty comfortable hanging out with you, even though they know about your important royal stuff. Yes, just like you, Estelle. You are the best friends I have. Come on, you're embarrassing me here. Anyhow, let's go find some students to investigate. Did you see anything weird during the test period? Should be good enough without raising suspicion, right? Yes, that should keep rumors from spreading, I think. Remember though, some of the students may be back in their dormitories already. Good point, we'll look there too. Off we go, a questioning then. Oh boy, it's a mouthful. So we got a lot of students to hit up. I don't entirely know where they are. So let's head to the dorms first. Are you serious? Ah, why if it isn't Estelle? How's it going, Olivier? Turn anything up? Ah, marvelous. Or so I imagined. I left that business to Dorothy. More importantly, I heard tell of a dorm for the female students. I am urgently searching for it. For the girls' dorm? Why the heck are you searching for that? Well, I think I can kinda guess, but that should be obvious. To safeguard the place where these maidens lay themselves to sleep, naturally. I knew it was gonna go there. How, expected of you. It would, after all, be far too late once the foul hands of evil disturbed their peace and put them in danger, you see. Oh yes, incidentally, Estelle, I believe you have spent some time at this academy before. Perhaps you could guide me to the dorm? I'm a little busy right now, so another time. I know whose foul hands of evil I'm going to safeguard the girls from. I just love that you immediately exit the student building and he's just he's goofing off immediately, like 15 feet away. Oh, that's the door, the boys' dorm. Go to the girls' dorm. Alright, who we got? No one. What about over here? No one. Here we go. I think the girl on the left is Erebonian. I'm trying to remember. I think we heard something about that in first chapter. Excuse me. How come no one ever told me? Whoa. I already said that I'd spend my vacation sightseeing across La Pearl. Okay, maybe it's this girl. Why am I being forced to return home now? Felicity, please calm yourself. No, I refuse. This time I will say my piece. Tests are finally over, and I was finally starting to plan all the things I wanted to do for my vacation. So why has a return ticket to the Empire conveniently shown up on my doorstep now of all times? You've been plotting against me with grandfather, haven't you? Man, hard to get a word in edgewise. Let's just see what happens. I truly believe it would be in your best interests to keep these complaints to yourself for now. They can only serve to make things worse. Excuse me? Excuse me? Have you forgotten your place? How dare you speak to your mistress in such a manner? Oops. Pardon us. I did try to warn you. Ahem. Do you need something from me? Yeah. Sorry to butt in while you're busy. We're in the middle of an investigation, you see. Estelle explained that they were looking for any strange events that might have occurred during the exam period. I see. You've come about that little incident. Rain up, please. That's far enough. I can hardly bear to recall such horrors. Did something happen? Indeed. In fact, what we saw would qualify as more than strange. It was a human form floating in the air. Oh! Reina! Please, tell me everything you saw in as much detail as possible. I would love to. I believe I could share enough information for the both of us. Is that acceptable, Felicity? Oh, fine. Do whatever you want. It was the night before exams. Very suddenly, Felicity said there was someone outside the window. Oh, joy of joys. This already sounds like the start of some ghost story. When I peeked out the window, I saw a human form floating above the schoolhouse, just as she'd said. It spun as if blown by the wind. Eventually, it disappeared toward the back of the schoolhouse. And then came the worst part of all. My lady, being struck by fear, climbed into my bed and... Surely that part is relevant to their investigation, Reina. Yeah, no need to be that specific. Oh, I see. A pity, just as it was getting interesting too. Anyway, to make a long story short, a human shape appeared in the sky above the schoolhouse, spun around, and then vanished toward the back side of the schoolhouse. Yes, that's correct. Was that of any help? More than helpful, thanks a lot. We couldn't have asked for a better testimony, really. Alright, I should jot this down in my notebook right away. I talked to her again. I wish we hadn't brought it up again. Now I can't stop thinking about it. Just as I'd forgotten too. Try it again. Okay, they repeat the dialogue. That was an interesting character dynamic. I was right though. Well, technically they're both from the Empire, but Felicity's like the quote-unquote main girl there. I didn't check the other room. Okay, there's no one. But given the nature of that conversation and their relationship, Felicity, if it isn't clear, I don't know if we met her, or maybe I could have talked to her in first chapter and I just didn't. But it would appear that she is what is known as Erebonian nobility. Hence why she has like a caretaker with her, and she was kind of talking down to her. Was there anything odd during the exam period, you ask? I wonder. Argyle, what does that mean? What does that mean, Argyle? Man, I'm hungry. Huh? You want something? Yeah. Actually, we had a question. Estelle explained that they were looking into any strange events that might have occurred during the exam period. Strange events? Like, did you see anything weird or hear any odd sounds? Anything you might have noticed would be helpful. Odd sounds. Don't make me remember all that creepy stuff. Did you see something? Yeah, I haven't actually told anyone before you guys, though. I saw someone suspicious. Really? Could you give us the details? Okay, sure. I was hanging out behind the schoolhouse on my way back home, right? It's a great place to chill during tests. No one's ever there. So I was walking around near the rear gate on my way back when this white floating person suddenly flew past. I'm sure it looked like a person. No way I could have seen it wrong. A white human form. That matches what the other witnesses have said. So what happened after that? He floated off towards the rear gate. After that, I didn't see him. I see. So he disappeared towards the rear gate. Yeah, this is good intel. I should write this down in my notebook. I agree. This is valuable testimony. So, is that enough? I'm starving and I want to grab some food. Sorry, you're all good. Thanks for the help. Well, not sure what's going on, but good luck or whatever. Alright. Let's go upstairs. Actually, there is someone to talk to up there. Is it you? Yeah. Oh, Chloe, how'd your test go? Oh, well enough, I guess. More importantly, Patrick, may we have a moment? Sure, what is it? So actually, Estelle explained that they were looking into any strange events that might have occurred during the exam period. Strange events, you say? I do have something that might be along that line, sort of, but It's fine if you don't know the exact details. Just tell us everything that happened at that time. Alright. Well, actually, I saw this humanoid form flying in the sky. Oh, could you tell us everything you remember about that? Sure, it was one of the exam nights. I had stayed behind in the classroom to study. I thought I noticed something move outside the window. I thought maybe the wind had picked up on or something, so I went to close the window when I saw this white shadowy form floating outside. A white shadowy form? So what happened next? Unfortunately, I lost sight of it immediately. It sort of just disappeared towards the east. East would mean it disappeared toward the back of the old schoolhouse, right? Yeah. Still, you remembered a lot of details. Well, it was quite an interesting phenomenon. I wrote some simple notes down thinking I'd research it later. Research? Patrick is a student of the sciences after all. I see. Was I of any help? Yeah, definitely. That was valuable testimony. I'll get that down in my notebook right away. Patrick, thank you. Not at all. It was a minor request. I think those are all the testimonies I need. Olivier's still goofing off like an idiot. Oh no! No Trails in the Sky second chapter! Is it dead? It's dead. Okay, thank goodness for autosave. I have no idea what's going on with the game. I don't know why the Bracer notebook of all things would cause a crash, but I'll look into it later. It might be because I'm recording at the same time, I don't know. So I think to advance the story, I have to go in here. Could have our flashback, I think. Oh, this is the auditorium. It's strange, isn't it? It was only a few months ago, and yet you can't help but reminisce. Yeah. A whole lot happened after that. Our calm, serene princess, Joshua, left us. Now it's just us on the stage. Having no supporting cast feels kind of strange, you know? It does. Say, Estelle, may I make a small confession? Sure. I liked Joshua. I mean, you know, affectionately. I was a bit attracted to him from the moment we met. What? I see. I actually kind of figured. It always sort of seemed that way. That kiss scene at the end of the play, I won't deny, it set my heart racing. I kept apologizing quietly to you, even as I threw myself into the role. I was all set to really kiss him at the end, not just pretend. Really? You're a lot braver than I thought, Chloe. Julia says I always do things that make her worry. But then when Mayor Dalmore pointed that gun at you, Estelle, Joshua's eyes, I've never seen eyes so full of murderous rage. And it was all because you're that important to him. That's when I gave up, because I realized I never had a chance against that. I don't know. I think it might be a little too early for you to give up. I mean, honestly, Chloe, I can't hope to compare to you. Oh, Estelle, you're so silly when it comes to this sort of thing. You really have no idea just how charming you are. Man, I pay you a compliment and you poke fun at me. Come on, Chloe, I was serious. But that's just it. So was I. I love that about you, Estelle. Your open honesty. And I think Joshua feels the same way. I guess Joshua and I are a bit alike in that sense. You know, I didn't notice that, kind of. You're both smart, level-headed, polite. To be honest, I totally told Joshua you two would be great together because of that. Until I met everyone here, I was very lonely. I think, in that sense, I was a little like Joshua before he met you. If there's a difference between us, it would be our strength. Your strength? Like, how? Grandmother wishes very much to name me the next queen, especially after what happened recently. I guess it would be for the best, all things considered, but if I become queen, I'll never be Chloe Renz again. I will be Claudia von Auslace forevermore, burdened with power and responsibility. I never again get to hug those orphans, or talk to my friends casually, or attend class. The very idea terrifies me. Yet I feel so pathetic for not having the strength to return to that solitude when it's necessary. I still haven't given grandmother a proper answer. Chloe? In that sense, Joshua is stronger than I could ever hope to be. I'm sure that he, more than anyone, didn't want to be separated from you. But even so, he disappeared so as to not involve you in what he felt was his own problem. Joshua's strong on some level, yeah, but I don't think that's the kind of strength you should admire. Huh? It's the role of a queen to rule a whole country. Of course you're hesitating, it's natural. Heck, what'd be really worrying would be if you wanted it without hesitating, like Dunnan. Being worried and unsure about whether you'll be good and still trying anyway, that's why you'll be an amazing queen, Chloe. Estelle. But Joshua didn't hesitate. He barely thought twice. He left me. Left us. Behind as if it were the most natural thing in the world. That's something I can't forgive him for. Estelle. You're right. It is unforgivable. Why is it the cute ones are always the ones who don't understand a girl's feelings? Girl talk. I'm so glad we're friends, Chloe. I don't have many people I can open up to quite like this. Neither do I. Although, all we've been talking about are embarrassing things, really. Oh, please don't misunderstand me, though. I don't feel, that way about Joshua at all now. Don't worry. It's okay. I kind of learned the hard way that love isn't something you should try and hold back. I guess my dad would totally call us both a couple of dumb kids. Thank you, Estelle. Well, to be honest, if I said I didn't have any feelings left toward him, I'd be lying. But more than anything, I want to see you two happy together and... Don't worry, I get it. Anyway, we spent a bit too much time with girl talk, I think. Want to get back to interviewing the students? Yes, we should. Let's try to talk to everyone before nightfall. In fact, I believe we already have. But we had to have that scene first. Wasn't that lovely? Don't you like Chloe so very much? Alright, save the game. When we pick up next time, we reconvene with the others. We talk about our findings. And then we do something finally about this whole white shadow problem. Let's find out what this thing's actually about. See you guys in the next one.